Hey everyone, and welcome back. So, it's Halloween, and unfortunately, the special host is me, just as Deadpool. Unfortunately, Ryan Reynolds, we didn't have the budget to get him here yet, but maybe one day. So, I am going to attempt this because I've got to say that vision is not necessarily the best in this mask, but we're going to be trying this tonight. So hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be able to keep the mask the whole playthrough. So I see there was already some people in here. Yeah. Sorry, I know it's... I was like, maybe they're going to be disappointed by the featuring special host and it's just me in a costume, but hopefully it's going to be at least funny. So I see that Scotty's already here, Humor, Danny, Juan, Tron. Awesome. Okay. So we are going to be playing Pumpkin Jack tonight. So one problem with Pumpkin Jack, if you guys did not know, is that you theoretically cannot replay the game from the beginning. You can only replay the game basically by replaying each level. So I looked up which was my account with the game level that was least advanced, and we're gonna reset it because unfortunately, you know, if we want to look at finding some unlockables and just getting the real feeling, we're gonna have to reset the game. So we're actually gonna do that, and I found an account luckily that wasn't like super advanced, that I didn't put into a lot of effort into. So I only have 4 of the 6 levels finished in this one. So it's not too bad. It didn't hurt my heart too much because almost every other account I have, Pumpkin Jack is finished on it, because this is one of my, like, honestly, it's one of my fetish games. It's sort of like a whatchamacallit, Tanuki Justice 2.0. And when I actually started the channel, one of the first games I really wanted to get people to try was this one. Thanks AI or Al. Yeah, well, it's a costume I've had for actually quite a few years, by the way. So I didn't get this for the stream. No, it is not a roguelike. It is basically a 3D action platformer. It's just that there's collectibles, and you have unlockable costumes and skins and stuff. Like, if we look at the skins, I probably already have a few here. Oh, sorry about that. Kids are being... Hey, Chris. Hey, Bear. Lara Croft games, I'm so interested, by the way, Bear. Just to answer your question, like... I sort of disconnected from Tomb Raider after almost like the 3rd or 4th entry, like when it started getting bad, and I wasn't able to get back into the series later. But yeah, so you have like some unlockable skins, so I'm going to show you a few of them now because we're going to lose them in just a few seconds. But basically, completing the game and being completionist about it, that's sort of the reward you get, is that you can unlock a lot of skins with the sort of... The game menu is loud. Okay, hold on. Let me put it down. It was down because there's some... oh yeah, it's really loud. Sorry about that. That should be much better. So, what I was saying is, yeah, there's the reward for being completionist about this game is that you can get some unlockable skins and stuff. So let's go to options. Let's delete the save file, and yes, we are. So we're going to start over as if this is a brand new game, so you get the full experience of playing Pumpkin Jack for the first time. Now, there is some voice acting. The cutscenes are voice acted, so hopefully it'll be loud enough that you guys can follow along. I believe there's subtitles as well. So that should be... It is relatively hot, but we're lucky it's getting cool here, so it's actually pretty cool where I am now. Like, I would not be doing this in July. Guaranteed that with the studio lights and everything, I would not be doing this in July. Originally, I actually wanted to come as Hulk, but then I realized that with the green screen, that was just not gonna work. Because I love Halloween. I have like a bunch of costumes, and yeah. So I put in my second favorite one, which is Deadpool.
Once upon a time, in the great Arkansas kingdom.
So I'm gonna be quiet a little bit. We're gonna listen to the cutscene.
Between the humans, the animals, the birds, even the cute little bunny rabbits. It was an age of prosperity without anything to fear of war, famine, catastrophe. It was so very boring. So boring, in fact, that even the devil himself was bored brainless. The devil dreamed of bloodshed, pestilence, suffering on a cosmic scale. So, he devised a plan to make things in Arkansas a little more entertaining. The devil unleashed the curse of the eternal night. A powerful spell that conjured mindless, soulless, heartless monsters across the world. The monsters lay waste to every city, every home, every leaky outhouse, and backwater town in the kingdom. It was beautiful, but for some reason, the humans quite enjoyed their safe, boring little lives. They couldn't handle a few pesky monsters coming in and tearing them all limb from limb. So, they called upon their champion, the mighty wizard. A sorcerer with the skill and intellect to break the curse and usurp the devil's power. The wizard departed his luxurious tower and his studies to find the power he needed to break the curse of the eternal night.
I hope you guys can hear the cutscene, by the way, because...
The devil said, "Two can play that game. And who knows, this might be the fun I've been looking for." So in response to the wizard's quest, he called upon a champion of his own. Stingy Jack, history's greatest trickster and con artist, banished to wander the world as a wayward spirit. The devil crammed Jack's soul into the skin of a pumpkin and made him a deal. The devil would forgive Jack's past misdeeds and grant him passage to the afterlife. And in return, he gave Jack one...
I agree, the voice narration is very good in this game. And it's funny because Juan and I were like just discussing in the comments how important voice acting can be sometimes. The only thing that's disappointed, and you'll see now, is that there's no voice acting in-game. It's only the cutscenes. So we're going to have to read during the game itself. By the way, I was being quiet, but welcome Doug, I saw came in. Phil as well, so welcome guys. And John as well, I think, came in just before I was able to say hi. So, if you guys got the gist of the story, we're actually the bad guy, okay? Because basically we are working for the devil, and we want to basically restore the eternal night, so we're actually playing the bad guy in the game. And we are one of the biggest tricksters in history. So I can see okay in the mask. We're just going to make sure that this works. Because it is reducing vision quite a bit. So look who bothered to show up. I trust you haven't already lost your brain in that gourd. Sorry about that. Grown men have died for less than that bird. Tardy and my god. I'm having trouble reading tonight. Sorry about that, guys. Insubordinate. Not an amazing first impression, Jack. Who are you? How do you know my name? I'm a servant of the devil, and I'm here to monitor your work. The devil hasn't forgotten your penchant for trickery, Jack. He doesn't trust you. Just don't slow me down. I haven't forgotten how to roast a chicken. Just remember who gave you that fancy new body. Speaking of which, let's begin your orientation. Orientation? What kind of fool do you take me for? The kind who spends centuries in incorporalis. Now, stop dawdling. It's time you get acquainted with your new form. So, there's a little bit of an introduction phase. Now, we're not going to do like a completionist run. I'm going to pick up the skulls and stuff that I sort of find on the way. But I'm not going to take too much time to try and get all the hidden stuff and whatnot. So basically you get checkpoints. Once you drink this, it fills your life up, which is the green bar at the bottom left. I think you guys already got that part. And basically, how's the quality of the frame rate? I'm just let me just look at something on the stream. It looks choppy, doesn't it? That is very odd. Because it's not choppy like that. I was worried about that, guys. Give me just a second. Let me just try something. The feed to the gameplay might cut for a second. I'm just hoping we can get it back easily. Won't be very long, guys. Give me a second. Yeah, it's choppy. Okay, hold on. Let's see if this is better. Ah, darn it. Hold on. Let me see now. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I guess I cannot use because basically I had my capture card in a USB. I got a new USB dongle, like, you know, a multi-port, so that I could get more USB ports closer up to me. And basically, unfortunately, apparently when it's in the USB port, even though it's USB 3, the frame rate tanks. So now it should be better. Because I'm like, they're going to think the game is like choppy, and it is not. So now it's a lot better. Now which way were we going? I don't know if I went the wrong way because I was messing around. Yeah, I am. Okay. Back on track. Sorry about that, guys. We are back and ready to go. So, yeah, the game is not choppy like that for real. The game actually is pretty smooth. I would say the only thing is there is a serious difference in the quality of the vision, whether you're playing in handheld or in docked. In docked mode, it is a lot better. The visual fidelity. So, basically, as I was saying, life bars at the bottom left, and basically it's a lot of 3D platforming. For the moment, we don't have a weapon, but we will get one pretty soon. And these are the collectibles I was mentioning. So these are what you want to collect if you want to get skins, but they're totally optional. They are not required for like gameplay progression, and I'm so sorry that my kids are being noisy once again. If it gets too bad, I will go tell them to watch it out. Thank you, King David. Thank you. Yeah, I'm hopefully I'll be able to keep it on for the whole stream, but we will see. So basically, this first level, we start out by just platforming a bit. They're giving you a few directions on how to platform. Now, just give me a second. If my kids get, no, they're quieting down. Okay, we're good. So, how does it feel good to have my own body again? Arms, legs, and everything. You really put them to the test from here. There will be monsters ahead. You shouldn't have any trouble fighting them off. Well, I've never been one to turn down a chance to bash some heads in. But why should they attack me? Has nobody told them I'm on their side? They can't be told anything, Jack. Monsters are mostly mindless miscreants. They can barely tell each other apart, let alone something like you. Pumpkin or not, you're still human. That alone makes you their target. So that's why the devil needs me. He needs someone who can think like a man. This new enemy is clever, Jack. He needs someone just as clever. I see. And he doesn't mind I'm cutting down his monsters. Hoo hoo hoo, they're practically worthless. Do what you must, get the job done. So there we are. Basically, now they're teaching you how to dodge. So basically, if you hit the A button, you can dodge roll. It'll get you out of attacks. It gives you a slight moment of invulnerability. And it also allows you to move a little quicker through obstacles. But yeah, that was terrible. Okay, so basically, base tutorials are over. We've only got 1 or 2 left. And then we'll be able to sort of freely roam throughout the game. Ugh, it's back, it's back. Flap away, everyone, flap for your lives. Oh great, more birds, let me through before I pluck you all raw. Stay away from us, Scarecrow, I've got claws, and I can use them. Me, a common Scarecrow, I am Jack, the greatest rogue to ever live. Wait, he's got legs, the Scarecrow doesn't have legs, and his head isn't stuffed with straw. See, I'm no Scarecrow. Now let me through, you corvid creeps. Ha! Not so fast. It seems the birds have the upper hand for once. We'll let you through, Mr. Jack, if you help us in return. At the mercy of a crow, what do you want? A Scarecrow often appears at the barn just ahead. He's been terrorizing us for weeks. He's a menace to crow kind. And I suppose you want me to get rid of him. Yes, yes, and I'll help you to boot. My wings are swift and my beak is sharp. Some air support could be useful. Very well, bird. So, yeah, sorry, King David. I wish I could have played all the games, honestly. I wish we would have more time to stream and we could do multiple streams a week. But overall, I do think this is a really good game to showcase because right now, by the way, if you don't know, it is at its lowest ever price. It's finally sub $15, 55% off on the eShop, by the way, which is something that will obviously be covered in tomorrow's video. But if you didn't know, it's at its lowest ever price. The only problem I ever had with this game is that unfortunately, it did feel too expensive when it released because I think its regular price is like almost $25. And for an unknown property like this, that's a lot for a lot of people. Now, basically, what the bird does is that it can attack enemies. However, there's a long cooldown to the ability, and you'll need it also for like this for solving certain small puzzles or progression through the levels. And I'm calling those puzzles, but they're not really puzzles. There are some slightly more puzzle-like sections, however. But right now it's like 13 bucks. Honestly, right now it is definitely worth it. If you like 3D action platformers, it's short, sweet, and good. And I really want a sequel. And for people that don't know, this was actually developed by one guy. Only one person made the whole game. So basically now we have our shovel, which will give us some abilities. Basically now we can attack directly. So you can double jump, gives a bigger swing and a bigger hit, or you can do a regular combo. But in this game, you're gonna have to alternate a lot between attacking and dodging once we get to real enemies. What is that? Oh, that is just the leftover mask. So now it's telling us that basically we have to smash obstacles. Oh, and by the way, if you're ever low on life, almost everything you destroy gives you life points back. Like the little green orbs you see flying towards Jack are life points. So if ever you're low on life, you just destroy a few objects and Jack will be replenished. So here we go. Like I said, there's a lot of sort of platforming. What I also really like about the design of this game is it keeps going from basically horizontal to vertical movement. Like there's a lot of times where if you don't know where to go, just look upwards, and it's probably because it's vertical movement that's needed. So here we got our first enemy. So like I said, just alternate between attacking and dodging. Eventually we'll be getting better weapons than the shovel, by the way, so it'll be a little easier to dispatch these guys quickly. But as long as you dodge roll out of the way, you will be pretty good. Now, I do know that there's like a guy hidden here. Normally, whenever you see this guy here, if you go talk to him, he's the one who gives you the skins. I'm not going to talk to him right now because it's going to be a waste of time and just some more dialogue when we're already in the tutorial section, and we can't actually buy a skin yet. We would need one more skull to be able to buy a skin, and I probably missed one somewhere on the way because I think if you get them all, you can actually buy like your first one. Exactly. You regain health through destroying whatever you can see, just like this. Okay, so let's keep moving on here. Basically, these little torches that fire at you, you can knock them out with one shot of your crow, so... Okay, I took a shot there. So... I think we pretty much got them all. And here we have a mask. Actually, let's go buy a first skin. Let's go talk to the guy since we do have it here and he's right over there. So we can pretty much go buy our first skin. Unfortunately, no, for the moment it does not have a physical card to my knowledge, because if it did, I would pay any price for a physical card. Well, any price that is normal, but like I would easily pay like 30 or 40 bucks for a physical card of this game. So, because honestly, I really, really like it. The original medieval. Look, I was gonna say PS2. I think Scotty has it. But yes, it does. To me, it does resemble a lot medieval. Like it reminds me a lot of that game. Okay, so we'll be able to buy like the cheap skin. I think it's the farmer skin. No, the lumberjack. And let's equip it. So from now on, we'll be playing as Lumberjack Jack. Which, yeah, sounds weird, but it's here. Hey, J0. Was on PlayStation, and it also had a sequel, yeah. You know what, a game series that I would love to see come back from the PlayStation era that I actually loved? Maximo. I don't know if anyone played Maximo back in the day. It was a super hard 3D platformer. I freaking loved that series, and it just sort of disappeared from existence. The second one was a lot better. It made it like more open worldy, but yeah. That's another series that reminds me a little bit of this. Okay, you know what, guys? Is it gonna bother anyone if I take the mask off? Because honestly, it is getting a little annoying to have the mask on. So give me a second. I'm just gonna go grab a baseball cap and we are going to take the mask off. I mean, we all had our fun, right? Oh, God. Seriously, what is that mask? What is really, really annoying about it is that my eyelashes get caught in the, like, sort of netting that is there, and it really actually hurts after a while. That is the only downside to that mask. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh. At least you can see. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, you couldn't believe I even toughed that long. Yeah. Honestly, I was just lucky this is a game I actually already know, because if this game was a game I did not know, that would have been freaking terrible. So we've got some hardcore platforming here. By the way, I heard some people say that the platforming is a little wonky, and I do agree that the controls are a little wonky at times. Could be maybe a little more precise, but overall, I do still think it is a solid control scheme, like solid controls overall. And once you get used to them, if you put in the time, As you can see, you can do all the platforming you need for the game. It actually gets a little wonkier when you get the a future item that actually has you like levitate. When you levitate, I find that's where a little bit of jankiness and wonkiness comes to the controls. And watch me do worse without the mask. That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, when I had the mask, I actually had to depend on my instincts. Like, and now because I don't have the mask on and I'm actually looking at what I'm doing worse. I knew that was gonna happen. I was going sort of ultra instinct, you know? When you just let your body move and you don't pay attention to what you're doing, you actually do better. So we are going to get, I think, to our first puzzle section. Is it possible? I believe so. So you're going to see there are slight puzzle platforming sections which change up a little bit of the gameplay. I'm rushing through the text. I'm sorry if all of... I don't know if any of you want the actual storyline, but basically they're just telling you that you can actually move without your body. That your head and your body are like two different things and that you can move without it. So if you talk to him now, Jack's gonna rip his head off and you are going to do a puzzle platforming section. So the game shifts around. Now, obviously this is going to be a very small first puzzle, just to get you into the thick of things, but it is actually pretty fun. It's a nice alternate way, and they never make them too long. So basically, we're gonna push this here, because basically what we have to do is we have to hit that lever that is up there. What we do is we are going to jump here. We're going to hit this thing. It's gonna drop it dropped that first step. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna knock the crate onto the step. Like so. We're gonna jump back up here if I can get it. Go. We're gonna hit that. It's gonna pop the crate back up. Then we're gonna move our existing crate here. And boom, we're through our first puzzle. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, it's a nice shift in gameplay. You're gonna see they do it again and again. There's gonna be different stages. Like we're gonna have like Minecart stages, but don't worry, it's not Donkey Kong Minecarts, which is like probably the part that I hate the most. Like I love 2D Donkey Kongs, but the only thing that actually drives me nuts are the Minecarts. And when I saw Minecarts for the first time in this, I was really scared. I was like, oh no, not another Donkey Kong. So like I said, a nice I did it quickly, but what I love about this game is, like I said, it keeps switching like verticalities. So basically, you know, if you want to find stuff, you often have to look upwards. And you will find like secret stuff, which is like one of the little collectibles here. So there's a lot of play between horizontal and vertical movement, which is also, I find design-wise really nice, because the areas are actually pretty small when you look it over. Oh my god, scary fact, Rick is the real Pumpkin Jack. My god, Tron, thank you so much. You are way too generous. Seriously, thank you so much. I can't believe I can't believe you give on a regular basis like that, and I thank you so much. It is very appreciated, by the way. And I will try not to die right away after that, so that it is actually worthy. There we go. So I'm a little bit low on health, so we're going to look at stuff to destroy. We're going to try to get a little health back. There's not too much here. Oh, there's a little mask here. I call them masks, but I think they're theoretically, if you look at the game lore, I think they're supposed to be skulls. Okay, let's go here. I think that's the way we're supposed to be going. I need some destructibles. Oh, there's another one coming back there. Good stuff. Boxes here. Let's destroy those. Get a little life back. Here we go. Yeah, so I did really bad on that one fight. This is a game that can be slightly unforgiving in that sense. Like, if you basically... I wish I could play without my head, yeah. That way I could get 2 things done at once. Because honestly, I think I need... I need to be able to do 2 things at once on a regular basis. So once again, like I said, game shifts to verticality. If you don't know where to go, look up. Generally, that is a rule of thumb when I played this game. I got lost a few times the first time I played through it. And basically that saved my butt on a regular basis. So basically when you don't know where to go, you look up and you find a way around the next side. There we go. That we can destroy. Life. Almost back to full. Now these are basically nests, by the way. If you don't knock them out, the rats will keep coming at you incessantly. So that's what I didn't do last time, and that's why I took so much damage. Because basically I didn't do that first. And there we go. Got the skeletons out of the way. Hidden snowman, that's just for life points. Let's get rid of them. But they generally replenish you pretty well. Yeah, I think a lot of people wish they had clones. I mean, especially if you're a parent, you wish that you could always be in 2 places at once. So there we go. We got almost fully replenished. Yeah, so let's keep moving on. Now, I know a lot of people said the environments are dark and sort of somber, but I actually find it works well with the ambience of the game. Oh yeah, by the way, do not burn. Sometimes you'll break stuff and fire will start, because like if you break this, the candle drops and a fire starts. That actually hurts you. So you have to make sure to never touch fire, which is a tenet in a lot of games. So we've got another skull there. I said I wasn't going to get too many skulls, but I'm grabbing a lot of the ones that sort of are coming back to me as we're coming through. And, where am I supposed to be going now? Hold on. I think we're going back this way. Yeah, we are. Oh, okay, here we go. We grab another skull back here. And then basically we have to... It's a little maze-like, the levels at some points, but they get more linear actually further on. I found it was weird because like the first levels were the maze-like ones, and then later on in the game it becomes more straightforward. But basically that is the overall setup they chose. So let's keep moving on. I think we're getting pretty close to the first boss. I'm trying to remember exactly where he is. Oh no, now we have a arena fight. So basically fire is gonna start popping up. We have to knock everyone out. We can't leave till everyone's out. All the while trying not to walk on fire. But at least the fire kills them as much as it kills us. We've got them all down. I would say Jason, it definitely is. If you're asking me if it's worth it, I paid full price for this game and I loved it. I did not disappoint. So now we've got an escape scene. So basically, once again, the gameplay flips up and we've got an escape scene to go through. So we're gonna try to grab this mask as we run through. Go. But to my knowledge, the timing on the escape scene is pretty loose, meaning that, I mean, you can't fool around, but you don't need to be super tight on it either. You just need to like not stay in one place for longer than, I would say, 2 or 3 seconds. And basically every time you see the L button on screen, you just make sure to hit the trigger. I'm actually surprised we haven't died yet. I mean, I've played this game a lot, but I'm not like a speedrunner, so... Or, well, not like it. But I guess my warm-up earlier, because I did play through like one level just to warm up on the game, I guess it worked out pretty well. Because we're pretty much at the end here. And we've gone through our escape scene. And my cat has come to see the stream. Awesome. The kids let her down. Yeah, honestly, the escape scene's nice. Like, basically, I really like the flip-flop in gameplay, especially that there's just enough to keep you interested, but not enough where they become like, oh my god, not another one of these. Like, there's only like 2 or 3, and I think the most recurring one, if we get that far, will be like the horse riding, because yes, you ride like a phantom horse at one point, and that would be probably, in my opinion, the one that is most reoccurring. The minecart, I think there's like maybe the minecart is just as reoccurring. I think but there's thematics basically. Once you make it through a level, after that, it changes thematics. Like those alternate levels are different within each zone. Okay, just give me a second because we're getting to the boss, and my cat just jumped on top of me. As you can probably see her tail wagging right here. Give me just 10 seconds. I'm going to put her up just so that we can keep going. Ugh. Oof. There we go. So yeah, the music, I agree as well, by the way, is very fitting to the game. Like, it's not, obviously it's not going to win like any music awards or anything like that because it's just atmospheric, but it works perfectly. Yeah, exactly. I know, black cat. Our cat is a all black cat, so it's perfect as well. But I agree, the music is very good for the game, and honestly, it is I keep saying it, but for a game that was developed by only one person, it really blew my mind. And I know that, like, you know, whether it's one person or 10, the quality of the game is what's important, but it just blew my mind that someone made such a great 3D action platformer. And like I said, I want this game to be successful so that whoever made it decides to make another. And honestly, if he doesn't have a job like in gaming, I really hope a company picks him up, because you'll see as we go through the game, level designs are great, gameplay is great. It is just, like, honestly a really good game that is less known, let's just say, put it that way. There he is, Call. He's just as menacing as always. So this is the scarecrow that we promised to kill for the crows, basically. Did he see me? Please tell me he didn't see me. So, back for fun, little birdie. Ha, he saw me. Flee, flee, flee. So the bird is scared. Stop wetting yourself. As for you, it's time you hopped away. Hee hee hee, I heard you were skulking around here, Jack. We dim-witted monsters not cutting it for the old man, I have my own business, Scarecrow. If you don't get out of my way, I don't mind turning you into kindling. The devil has the gall to send some wayward soul to do our jobs for us. Well, well, show him all you humans are good for, living or dead. I'll bury you again, you wretch. So now we're at our first boss fight, so we have to dodge his things. When we hit the trigger, we hit him with the crow, and then we just dish out some pain. These we just have to jump over. Next, we're gonna have to fight some skeletons, which is probably the toughest part of this fight, if I'm totally honest, is actually not the boss himself. It's the skeletons. Now we have to dodge some more spikes. We get the trigger, we send the crow. We knock him out. Next, we take out some more skeletons. And in traditional gaming and Mario fashion, by the way, it is three cycles to take him out. So this will be our last cycle here. We just have to dodge. Send our bird. And we just beat the first boss. How is Back for Blood, by the way? I heard, like, mixed stuff. I watched Angry Joe's review of it, and it looks interesting. He just said that this story was really bland, like that he didn't care about the characters and that the story was bland. So I'm really wondering, because, you know, even though I will always remain mainly Switch, I've said it many times, I do eventually want to buy like a PlayStation. Let's listen. Sorry, I'll talk
to the
after.
mortal realm. Armed with a brand new body and his soul cruelly bound to a festering pumpkin, Jack has been joined by his stoic guide, the owl, and commandeered the services of a cowardly crow to fight.
I love the
on
voice
behalf.
acting.
But there must be no more time for fun and games. Jack and his companions of the night must embark upon their quest to slay the wizard. With Jack now perfectly attuned to his new vessel, the owl leads him to the mountains in the distance. For at the heart of the mountain, through a network of ancient mines, lies a powerful secret.
Hey John, welcome as well. Thank you for I'm glad you like what you're seeing. And yeah, so what I was saying is I want to buy like eventually a PlayStation and probably an Xbox. So now, by the way, we got another weapon and you can swap between the two weapons. Honestly though, once you get the spear, there are very few reasons to switch back to the shovel. Just to let you know. Some of the other weapons will have better uses, but I'm just saying that some of the there's very little reasons to go back to the shovel once you have it. But still, you can still swap at all times. And I've seen some speedrunners, apparently there's ways to glitch out by doing weapon swaps, like to do crazy jumps and impossible jumps. Okay, so basically now let's move on. We're at our second level, so we're getting into the thick of it now. The tutorial sections are going to be over, so just a second, guys. Okay, there's an emergency apparently. Give me a sec. Okay, I'm back, guys. It was less of an emergency. Well, it wasn't a... I still had to go, but it was less of an emergency than I thought, because basically the dog was running around with a bag of candies, and basically, you know, obviously my daughter didn't know if there was chocolate in the bag, so we had to get it out of him to make sure that he's okay. Yes, honey, yes. Okay. So we're good to go. We're gonna keep going. Sorry about that, guys. The way stuff never stops. I don't know where she is, honey. Peut-être qu'elle est en haut. Vérifie avec maman. Là, Mimi, il faut que tu sortes. OK. Je t'aime, ma grande. À tout. OK? me. Anyway, yeah, they're hyped up on candies and chocolate too. Don't forget they gave them those at school all day. So this is going to be a fun night tonight. Getting them to bed is going to be quite the challenge. I'm just hoping that the sort of sugar coma kicks in by bedtime. But we are back. Wow, you had some new in-box games with all the booklets. Nice. Yeah, the doggo wanted to eat sugar. And she let the cat down again, by the way, guys. So hopefully we're not going to have another visit from her. Let's get back into the game. Sorry about that. I know you guys all know that it's my kids can run in at any time, but still. I'm sorry about that, guys. So this place gives me the willies. Remind me why I'm still here again. Because you're still useful to me and I'll pummel you if you even try to flap off. Woohoo, all this old mine equipment is rusted to bits, but these tunnels are solid. Hop to it, Jack. So, we are going to the mine zone. Basically, we have to try to find, it's some kind of relic. I can't remember what it is. I think they said it at one point at the beginning, but I'm drawing a blank. So let's just look here. I don't think there's anything special, so we're just gonna jump up and basically start scaling. There, that thing is out. Go. And here. I thought we could jump up that. I guess we can't. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Messed that up. Okay, let's go back. You don't like, yeah, always keep the box. Man, as a kid, I threw away so many NES boxes and SNES boxes that I kicked myself every day that I didn't keep them. But you know, as a kid, I wasn't as much as a collector. Like, I just wanted the games to play them. And you know, as a kid, you're like, who needs the box? I want the game inside. But, yes, sir. I like having a physical collection and a digital one. Like, obviously, I have no problem with, you know, basically, I try to buy the games I like the most. When a game comes out at the same time in both, I obviously will grab it physical. And then basically, the games that I really liked digitally, I try to make sure I have a physical copy so that in years from now, I can still play them. Just like my original Contra, my, you know, Battletoads, all those like classic games. These are games that like 25 years later, I'm still playing. So I want the same experience for the best indie Switch games and the best Switch games overall. So we are getting, I think we're getting pretty close to a minecart section actually, so you guys will see what that's like. Now you can sort of cheese the minecart sections, which I'll explain to you when we get there. But you know, that's all up to you. You can play them probably the way they were intended, or you can sort of half cheese them. I'm saying half cheese them because you still need some timing for one of the prompts. But the other prompt you can actually just spam. So those are the same idea as the rat nests, but they spawn these ghosts. So if you basically, when you see those, you're going to want to get that thing out of the way first, because or else you're just going to have infinite ghosts. Oh, there we go. We've got those out of the way. We've got one more nest down there. We've got a mask that appears. I forgot to tell you guys too, there's masks that appear when you clear enemies. Like there are certain masks that are basically only there if you clear all the enemies in the zone. Because you could theoretically not fight all the enemies. Like you can run past them and just skip most of them. But to reward you for knocking out all the enemies, you get a lot of masks or skulls, whatever you want to call them. Hey Bojack, welcome. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have a puzzle section first. Now I'm remembering. Hope you're ready for some cardio, Jack. You'll have to blow these rocks away. This. There we go. So we have to go and basically activate the dynamite in our pumpkin form. Here you go, cat. Go on the ground. Thank you. So, unless she gets really bad, we're going to try and keep her here this time because tonight I want to disturb the kids upstairs the least possible. It's going to be the most pleasing stream. So basically, yeah, here you see this yellow line will tell you exactly where the bomb is going to basically pop. You want to pop it as close to this thing as possible. Because this is timed. When you hit the switch, it goes down, but only for a few seconds. You have to make sure to get the bomb on the other side before it pops back up. And we're just going to basically push the bomb around the, like a mini obstacle course. Oh, Paz, come on. Come on. Give me a sec. She's jumping on my hands while I'm trying to play. There you go, girl. Okay. So, like I said, we start pushing the bomb towards this. And this is basically the same deal, just a little bit more complex. Because we have to basically platform here first. Get the bomb in the right direction. And then wait till the timer's up. Like I said, they're interesting puzzle sections. Obviously, I've played through them before, so like the first time you sort of have to get a handle on what you need to do. But overall, they're just long enough that they're interesting without becoming redundant or annoying or stopping the gameplay. So basically, you pop that, it opens up the mine, and now we can run in. And nope, not the minecart section yet, but we're getting close. Now, these bat things, I'm not letting them do their attacks, but they send out like this acid stream basically at you. This one's probably going to do it because I'm fighting these guys first. So the bat might get tricky. Yeah, see there, they send the acid stream out. You've got to make sure to stay out of its way. Taking care of the rat nests. And we are good to keep going. You like the old school 2D fighting games? I'm really working hard on getting an arcade one up. I really want to get the new Street Fighter Anniversary one. And probably the Marvel Capcom one. Or Marvel Superheroes rather, because it's not Marvel Capcom actually. No, they have not eaten. Yeah, a lot of action tonight, guys. So, I could use this minecraft to get out of here faster. So, yes, we got our first minecart section. If you go anywhere in that old cart, you'll kill us all. I fail to recall when you were calling the shots. I'll take more than this rusty old sardine tray to do me in. This malfeasance is going in your report. Jack, you madman. So basically, we're going to jump in our minecart. And we are in a minecart section. Now, when I said you can cheese this, is that there are going to be L triggers where you basically have to knock over obstacles. But you can sort of spam L the whole time. I'm not going to do it at first, but after that I am going to do it. Like there. You see, basically, the game sort of doesn't give you vision of the full, like what's coming up. And then at the last second will spring something you have to hit the L button for. But what you can just do is you can actually spam the L button the whole time and just focus on jumping each time you see the red tracks, which is what I'm going to do now. So you just spam the L button and you can basically jump the tracks and focus on only one button because you're just spamming the other one. Obviously, the jump button you can't just spam because if you have the wrong timing, you could have to jump and not be able to because you're on the cooldown. Now, although it looks like the minecart's gonna fall over sometimes, and you can readjust it with the directional button, by the way, I've never had like the minecart topple over or anything like that. So I think it's just there in the physics to make the game look more realistic, but it doesn't, I don't think it's actually something that can kill you. At least it's never killed me. John, you're heading out. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Thank you very much. And there we have it. We have our first minecart section down. Now, don't worry, guys. If you like that, there's going to be a couple of others. And, I mean, the way we're going, I think we're going to get pretty far in the game. I think we're going to get pretty far. The level after this one is actually fairly longer to my recollection, but who knows? We'll try and get as far as we can. Don't think we're gonna have time to finish it though. And here we have a skull in the fire, so I'm gonna take some damage to grab the skull, because if we're lucky, we can maybe buy another skin. Now I think we have to go now. Now this is one of the platforming sections that I remember sometimes I can have a little bit of trouble with. Oh, we're good. That was the risky jump, because sometimes when the camera turns, it sort of throws your jumping direction off. I took that a little slower. And now we're getting skeleton archers, by the way, which are just annoying because they hit you from afar while the melee guys are sort of keeping you busy. I think there's a skull up there. Oh, okay, let's grab that. So, here we go. We have another pit of ghosts. We have another one off to the side. Yeah, we do. So let's just take care of these guys. If you can tell, your basically spear does a lot more damage than your shovel, which is why I don't have to dodge as much anymore. So now we're going to go up here, and we are going to keep on. There we go. And now we get to our tiptoe section. So basically, some sections of the game are all about tiptoeing around these little things. So the controls switch up, and basically now Jack is like tiptoeing across little beams. And what I find odd is you get to a gap like this, but you actually don't need to jump. You're going to feel the need to jump. Don't jump, you can actually fall off. So just a little tip there. It took me a while to realize it, and at first I would always fall at those sections, but you actually don't need to jump at all. Jumping is actually bad there. Oh, there's a skull down here. We're gonna grab that. So here we go. Jump up these little platforms. And let's actually jump on the table. There. So we most likely will be able to buy another skin. Oh, no. Darn it. Set things on fire. That was a mistake. Okay. I think we gotta go this way. Yeah, we do. And then just make this last jump here. Okay, there we go. Checkpoint. So, yeah, I know double jump, and to me, it just gives you so much more control. It just feels so much better in a platformer to have a double jump. Like any game, once you get your double jump, like even games like Hollow Knight, think about when before and after you get your double jump. Like, it changes all the gameplay, and you feel so much more in control. Actually, here's one of the other collectibles. I don't think we're going to get any of the other collectibles, because I actually don't remember exactly where they are. But you have another collectible that you can find that are a lot harder to find. There's only one per level, and they're generally like this, very out of the way. And that's the gramophone. And when you get a gramophone, you get a nice dance-off by Jack. So each time you find a new gramophone, you get your nice dance off, which is actually I like it. It's funny. It's odd, and depending on which skin you have, it can be really funny. So basically, when you find one of the gramophones, there you go. They're basically just collectibles to basically for completionist purposes, like for someone that wants to have trophies and on other platforms or on the Nintendo Switch, just be able to flex and say that you have 100% completion. Dragon Buster in 1984. I actually I'm not familiar with that. I'd have maybe if I saw the image, because a lot of game like retro games back in the day, so many were called Dragon this and Dragon that. Maybe if I saw the game, sounds like an arcade game. So we have our next boss here that is giving us a warning that we're not welcome here. Who dares turn me away? I am Jack, mercenary of the devil himself. I'm the guardian of this place and the power it contains. Heed this warning, Jack. If you do not leave willingly, you will be removed from here in 1,000 pieces. We haven't died yet, but I'm actually looking forward to maybe dying at one point. Show you guys the text we get when we die, because it is once again very funny in my opinion, and it just reminds you that you're actually the bad guy in this game. So basically here you have to time it, you have to make it to the different platforms and not get knocked over by these carts. So here, once again, you're sort of wrestling a little bit with the camera, but it's like it's voluntary, you know what I mean? They want you to have to wrestle with the camera because that's where the actual difficulty comes in the element. There we are. Now, this next section is a little tougher because basically now they're coming forward. So you've just got to time it, and when one comes close, just got to jump. Instead of trying to jump forward, I recommend you jump straight up because it could be a little... Like, basically, I think what they were intending is that a lot of people will try to sort of progress instead of just jumping straight up. And yeah, if you try to progress, you can jump right off the track. Like that. But it was a straight part of the track, which is why I tried that. Like I said, take the time to adjust the camera. And there we go. We got through another one of the more difficult platforming sections of this level. Now we're going to try and... I think we're getting pretty close to the end of this platforming section. Oh, let's go grab that mask, that skull down there. Hopefully, yeah. I know that jump can be a little tricky, which is why I said like the wonkiness of the controls. A lot of people sometimes complain a little bit about it, but I think it's voluntary so that you can actually do things like you saw there, where basically I sort of readjusted mid-jump. And here we go. Oh. Got the skull thing there that is shooting at us. Okay, so here we've basically got two sections. We've just got to wait for those to pass. And we just got those. Okay, yeah. Normally, if I would have gotten the platform safely, I wouldn't have taken damage there, but I didn't. So this next section, it's 5 carts. So after 5 carts, we can go. And I'm pretty sure we are done. Yes. Oof. I remember that was one of the sections, like during playthroughs, that sometimes you get a little of that hand sweat. Yeah, exactly. I said it a bit at the beginning. Maybe you weren't there, King David, but yeah, you are the bad guy in this game. You are actually trying to help the devil end the world. So basically, that's why I said I hope we get to the that's why I said I hope we get to the that eventually I do die, because they actually remind you that in the death screen. So here we are at our second minecart section, and my cat has decided to come and visit again. So hopefully I will be able to not die. But maybe that will help us see the death screen and I'm hoping she doesn't pull the wire out of my microphone as well. Topaz, I love you too, but you're a little in the way right now. I can see. So yeah, I'm cheesing it. By the way, I'm mashing that L key, so no way I'm gonna miss a trigger. I mean, they could have deactivated it by possibly like activating a cooldown, your bird cooldown if you hit the L when you're not supposed to. But at the same time, then they wouldn't be able to like put 2-3 of the obstacles like one right after the other, which is why I think they did it. That they could sort of put them all one after the other. Now, my cat is dancing on the wire for the microphone. So give me a second. Hold on. Oh, there you go. She's laying down at least, so she's found her spot. Sorry about that, guys. My God, tonight it is a special stream. I thought the special part was going to be wearing the costume. The special part is all the action we're getting. So, here we are, finished our second minecart section. As I said, it's just about paying attention to the triggers, and we've got another checkpoint and another skull back here. Grab this one. I don't remember where the vendor is in this level. Yeah, Venom is showing up. It's the symbiote version of Deadpool. Okay, girl, come here. There we go. I love the lighting in this game too. It's hard to tell. Well, maybe you can tell on stream, but it's almost like sometimes there's a lot of shading in the game, and although some people said it was to, you know, for the graphic fidelity and whatnot, to be able to lower the standards for things like the Switch, I actually find it really adds a ton to the overall like feeling of the game. So here we are. Is the vendor back here? No. I want to buy another skin. So here we are, because we should have enough for like 1 or 2 more skins. So now we're getting our second warning from the boss. Pretty good stuff. Oh, heed the second warning, Jack, for there will be no third. Turn back while you still can. I have nothing to fear from you, Ghost. For your sake, Jack, I hope that's true. So, obviously Jack is not going to listen to him, so we are going to... Basically, I think you guessed it, we are going to eventually have a showdown with that guy. Okay. Taking damage from the fire. I want that skull. Let's go here. Oh my God, cat, do not pull that wire out. I am not gonna like you if you do that. Yeah, Venom's back. She was settled down, but now she decided that she needs petting. It's not enough to be laying on my lap. She needs to be pet. And here we have another tiptoe section coming up. So we're going to have to tiptoe around these. My wife says this gives her vertigo because like the screen, as you can see, the screen like sort of tilts back left to right. And once again, this looks like a gap, but it is not. You do not need to jump. That is where I fell like every time the first time. Yes, it is a 3D, it is a straight up 3D action platformer, Traza. It is not a roguelite. It is a straight up 3D action platformer. Along the lines of like, you know, a Hat in Time, you know, or whatnot. But in my opinion, it is a very, very good one. And like I said, I love this game, and the fact that it was made by just one person still blows my mind to this day. Like, when I saw how much effort it takes just to make a simple game in, like, Game Maker Garage, I'm like, I can't believe one person did all of this. It is insane. There's a mask. It's like a freebie. Oh, okay, here we are. Oh, and we're getting to another puzzle section. I think this is one of the first time around. It did, I'm not going to say challenging, but it did take me a little bit of reflection. ADD, pleasure. I love giving the game recommendations. Have a good evening, and thank you so much for stopping by, man. Thank you so much. You just bought this game, Candy Woman? Good stuff, good stuff. I hope you enjoy it as much as I have over, I think it came out almost 2 years ago now. I feel like it came out in like 2019. So here we are. We're going to be pushing this bomb around once again. However, this time you're going to see it's a little more complex than last time. So we have to get it past here. However, these times the platforms are not timed. So basically we're gonna do that. We have to push the bomb past. Now we actually don't need to get any further than that because we have to basically flip it back. And then we have to make this jump here. And that's what actually tripped me up the first time. I didn't actually think that jump could be made. Like, it felt too far, but it's not. And I thought there was like something I was missing. So now we have to get it all the way here. And now we're gonna have to go flip them again. They do one really nice thing that I appreciated though, because from here basically you have to come back down here. Flip it back. And then basically make it across here. Which I didn't. But at least you don't have to redo anything. So these are... By the way, the puzzle stages are not real deaths. You'll see if I do really die, what it's like. But the puzzle stages basically just flop you back to the beginning of the puzzle stage. And you just have to attempt the jump a second time. And I think the reason why I have trouble with it is because I think I cheese it every time. I think that's not the way we're supposed to do the jump, but it works because there's a mini ledge here. There. Oh, that's what I need. That's what I think that is cheesing it. I think that's not supposed to work, but it does. Because I think you're supposed to jump. There's like a ledge on the side of the platform. I think it's supposed to be harder than that. So there we go. Because normally I sort of jump to that little ledge, but I wondered if you could just walk on it, and you can. And just to make your life so much easier, they put a second switch here so that the last part you don't have to go all the way back down to flip it back. Which I love, because honestly at this point we sort of got what they were going for. And rather than have you make all your way back to go all the way up. Yeah, my streaming is always available after Candy, so it's not a problem if you want to watch it later. If you have in trouble and you need a little bit of help, no issues, it'll be available later. So yes, you can. It's always saved on the channel. So no problem, you can watch it later. I don't think we're gonna make it to the end of the game though, but. You know, at least for the beginning part, till you get your legs, you know, till you get your sort of, my god, muscle memory down. Oh my god, we might die here. We might die. We might get to see a death screen. I'm gonna try my best not to, though. I'm not gonna die on purpose. I'm sort of against that. Unless we really get far in the game and like we're about to stop and I still haven't died, then I might do a purposeful death just to show you guys the death screen. which I found funny the first time I saw it. And I actually hadn't realized, sort of like King David, I hadn't really realized I was the bad guy. Like, I realized, I was listening to the story, but I didn't realize you were actually the bad guy. And when I saw the death screen, that's where it really hit me. So here we go. Now we brought them all down. We get 2 skulls for that. Let's break these. I'm going to try and get a little bit of life back. We are a tiny bit low. And I think we're coming up to our final minecart section. So here we are. Let's get this going. And we still got I think we still got quite a bit of level left though after this. I love this music, by the way. Oh, we get to see a death screen because I was too busy listening to the music. So here, and so the Great Jack has fallen one more time. Oh my god, we didn't get the right death screen. There's a couple. Oh my god. It says basically you've died once, the world was saved one time. So basically it lets you know that if Jack dies, it basically saves the world. It's the opposite of what you would want normally in a game. But it was not the one I wanted, unfortunately. Unfortunately, and it's weird because that's the most common one you get. But I think it's because I didn't die at all at the beginning of the game. Yeah, on OLED, it actually looks pretty nice. Give me just a second, because now that my cat has eaten and everything is good, I am going to pop her back upstairs. Okie doke. Whew. You have 3 Switches, King David? You have as many as I do. I have the Switch, a Switch Lite, and a Switch OLED now. I do want to get a special edition of the Switch Lite though. I just haven't been crazy about any one of the ones come out so far. Actually, the first Pokemon one was really nice, but I missed that one. The new Pokemon one, I'm sort of lukewarm on. I think that's the William Tell Overture, if I'm not mistaken. Someone can maybe correct me if that's not it, but it seems based on it. Okay. I'm gonna focus a few seconds because this is the slightly more challenging one, although like I said, spamming the L key does reduce significantly the worry. Oof, almost missed that. Comes out of nowhere. And we are done our last minecart section. That's Ride of the Valkyries. You are right, Phil. Thank you very much. Candy got it too. You both are very much right. It's Ride of the Valkyries. I think William Tell is the one is different, and I think it actually plays later. Lawrence, you're going to be picking up Metroid Dread next Friday, and that one game you were talking about on released on Switch eShop. Join your string. Have a good one. Thank you very much for stopping by, Lawrence. Thank you very much. And I know you watch the videos regularly as well, comment regularly, so thank you very much. All that helps the videos out a ton, by the way. So go no further. This is the end for you. You have passed the point of no return. Twice I have warned you, Jack. So now we're gonna throw down. And yet I'm still here. If you want me gone, you'd better be prepared to throw me out. Come get me, Jack. So theoretically, we are going to have a throwdown. So same thing as before. There's a few boss cycles here with these ghosts that keep running at you. A little bit of damage there. This laser thing is gonna just follow you around. When you get a chance, kill as many ghosts as you can. It actually refills your health. I actually find having the ghosts here helps you, because some of this guy's cycles can be a little annoying. Basically, you just have to dodge till you get the bombs, and then you basically throw a bomb at it. And we have one hit down. And just like in pure platformer style, 3 cycles, and we've got this guy. Now, his lightning is getting me again. I find that his lightning is one of the hardest ones to dodge. That and this thing here. If you're not well placed, it can be really rough. These are easy. These you just move. They basically target where you are. As long as you keep moving, you never get hit. And here we go, round 2 of the bombs. This one's closest to him, so I'll pop that there. You do have to hit the bombs twice sometimes if you hit one of the bombs that are further from him. Oh, and you maybe hadn't noticed the other time, but he removes platforms. So basically, he makes the area smaller, and if you fall off, by the way, it's insta-death. It's not damage, it's insta-death. So you have to try to not fall off the platform. So we're getting an easier cycle this time, no laser. Good. Yeah, that attack is easy. You just run away or jump over it if you're stuck. And it doesn't do too much damage to it. This one we're probably gonna have to hit twice. And there we go. Second boss is now a down. The cycles are not too hard to get in this game. I'll say that much, but I mean, I'm saying that, but you know, I've beaten these bosses a couple of times now, so or 4 or 5 times, so obviously. There we go. And now we are here. Basically, we're gonna get another part of the story, because here we get swindled. Woohoo, a commendable display, Jack. That body of yours is surely proving its worth. I've been toppling brutes his size since I was a lad. Really? What on earth do they feed kids where you grow up? Yes, well done. Now get a flap on. We're here for a reason. If I'm not mistaken, this mountain was once home to a tribe of powerful sorcerers. They must have left this tablet behind as their last testament. This is it. I came all this way for a big rock with some words on it. It's a tablet or an obelisk. Darkest hours of man, champion shall be summoned. Could you pick up the pace? Did you leave your glasses back in the nest or something? Aha, yes, I see now. The amulet of final ember. Just saying it makes me feel powerful. The last line is unreadable, but man's champion needs this amulet to muster the power to dispel the devil's curse. Rocks and jewelry. This is turning out to be a pretty lame job. Oh, so I might be missing something, but where's the amulet supposed to be? Why, it's just down. The amulet is gone. Dang. What is it, bird? Where is the blasted thing? It's already gone, and rightly so. What the caw is that? Talking birds and now talking swords. Yeah, this is definitely a lame job. I must say this is very peculiar. In case you hadn't noticed, this place is pretty lousy for magic stuff. No wonder people have been tripping over themselves to swipe that amulet. And you've got a lot to answer for, you charlatan. Ooh, well, I never. How dare you, you oversized butter knife. If you called that mess of a fight I just saw commendable, I thoroughly question your tutelage. You gourd-faced, who are you? I'm Jack, and I like you already. Well, get used to me. If you're going to fight, you will learn to do it right. I will teach you. What did you two miss the part where things said we were too late? Someone took the amulet. Hoo hoo hoo. Take it easy, no need to tell you your letter off my handle. Your friend came and took the amulet. I assume you distracted that awful phantom so he could get here ahead of you. Our friend? Greetings. So we got had, man. The wizard that got the amulet before us. Greetings. Ah. Yes, that chap. I'm guessing you don't know each other. Good stuff, Candy. Yeah, I guess gay. My girls primarily speak French because I live in a French province, even though I'm English, and my wife is French. And they learned like all their English from movies and YouTube. Kids are acting up upstairs. Sorry about that for a second. Had to mute that to say something. So you are the pariah, the champion that the devil himself has sent for me. Frankly, I'm disappointed. Show yourself, you coward. I don't think so. I'm already long gone. I only stuck around to study your fight with my associate in the mines. Very enlightening. You really do put on a show. I'll be more than happy to give you an encore when I rip that face off your skull, and I'll pry that amulet from your cold dead hands. We'll see about that. For now, this bauble requires further study to access its power. Perhaps you should join me. We can study it together and break this piffling little curse. This guy really gives me the creeps. He left an innocent spirit to be completely destroyed just to watch you fight. I may be evil, I may work for the devil, but you, sir, are a jerk. Consider my proposal. There's so much more I want to study about you. Jack. That's it. This just got personal. Now we're going to grab ourselves a sword and we're done level 2 of the game. So as you can see, there's 6 levels, but I would still say first playthrough, you're probably going to get like 4 to 6, like, or if you're really, really good at 3D platformers, 4 to 5-ish hours. Average, probably 5 to 7.
Master of trickery, finally has had the tables turned on him. Upon reaching the tablet of the heart of the mountain, Jack bitterly discovers that he is too late. The clever, cold-hearted wizard, humanity's champion, now possesses a powerful amulet, and is one step closer to usurping the devil's rule over the world and breaking the curse. But there is still hope for our harrowing heroes. Jack's epic duel with the wizard's indentured spirit catches the attention of a magical sword, who vows to teach him greater mastery of the deadly arts. Determined to close the gap between himself and the enemy, Jack and his companions rush from the mountain and follow the wizard's trail of magic into the wilderness.
So if I remember well, this is one of the longer levels of the game. So we are going to... Now, this is basically when you have the sword. I was going to say sword because I mispronounce it often. When you have the sword equipped, you sort of levitate like this. And this is where I said sometimes for platforming sections, you're going to want to equip something like the shovel because it makes it just a little bit less janky. But if you get good at it, you can actually keep the sword equipped the whole time and be perfectly fine. And combat-wise, the sword is definitely the best weapon out there, especially because when you double jump and hit the attack button, you have an area of effect attack just like that. So, very useful item that we just got. And now I really want to find a vendor. We missed him in the other level. I think there's one vendor per level. And we definitely missed him because we're at the end of the level and we found him. They're sometimes a little bit off the beaten path, so I'm gonna try and keep my eyes peeled, and we're gonna hopefully find the vendor this time. So let's hope this one is a little bit shorter because there's a lot of talking here. Well, this is a fine turn of events. Owls and swamps don't mix. Neither do I. You have 10 seconds to explain why I'm here. Jack, have you no faith in your trusty, reliable companion? 876. Jack, I'm your superior and you will treat me with respect. 432. All right. Dear Lucifer, you're a rambunctious little twerp. I've been following the magical energy from that portal the wizard cast. That magic led us on a trail straight to this swamp, and it ends here. Perhaps there's further clues to his destination further in. There, was that so hard? Oh, shut up. So, we are here because we're following the path that the wizard left. So we can still dodge roll even with the sword, even though we are levitating. That's a skull. Thing out. Yeah, ooh, 2 hits there. That was less than ideal. But let's just kill it. Let's just cut some grass and we're good. Okay. Now, through this. Sorry, if I'm turning around in circles, I'm just keeping an eye out for the vendor because I really want to get a new skin, or at least change this one. Not that I don't like the lumberjack skin, I just think it's... There's definitely a path the other way. I don't think it's the vendor. Is there a path the other way? No, there isn't. Okay, so we're going this way. Down there. And there we go. So the sword is going to now talk against us and be a wisecracking sword and tell us basically that we suck every time we get into a fight. So, fits in with the overall presentation of the game, and there's something here off to the side, but I don't know if we can make it up there. No, we can't. Well, maybe we can, but I'm not going to waste any time. That is definitely not a vendor spot. And here we have a cauldron, so we're going to drink. And we are going to keep going. Hey, Once Kilos, welcome. So you're from Switzerland, Candy. That's interesting. Yeah, I have family in Germany, actually, so I do speak a little German, but I know Switzerland, like you guys speak, like you said earlier, a little bit of everything. A little bit of French, a little bit of German, and even you said, I think you were from the Italian part, so that is an amazing... It's an amazing country. It's crazy to think that you guys have like more than four languages. At least I speak like what, 2 of those 4 languages. So I speak French and I speak German. So not too bad. Obviously, my French is going to be way different than yours, though, because here in Quebec, we speak a weird French. Okay, come on. I want the vendor. Show me a vendor. Oh, no. When in doubt, roll. Oh. crossbow guys are really hurting. Okay. Let's try and see if I can... There's a skull. Okay, there's a skull over there. Meaning that we can sort of do this here. I think this one was too out of the way. We shouldn't be doing these because they're too out of the way and we're sort of wasting a little bit of time. But it's hard when you see them. Like when I see them, I want to get them. If I hadn't seen that one, it wouldn't be too bad. Okay, so let's keep going here. Now, I'm a little low on health, so I'm going to try and break some stuff to make sure that we can get there. Oh yeah, now we're getting to the ghost section where the platforms are, like, they look half invisible till you get close to them. And this is not a vendor, by the way. It's not the same kind of vendor. This is actually a character from the level. So, well, a new face, always a pleasant surprise to meet some new friends around here. Who you're supposed to be? I'm a local merchant. My name is... I haven't asked your name, and I don't plan on caring. All right. Well, then, who are you? My name is Jack. I'm tracking a loathsome little wizard into this swamp. Did you say Jack, as in the Jack? That depends which Jack you mean. The Jack who tricked the devil himself not once, not twice, but 3 times. Most people leave out the 3rd time. Yes, old-timer, I am the Jack. Oh, joyous day. Hooray, she'll be so happy. What are you talking about, you old coot? Oh, nothing, really. I just have something to attend to around here. Please find me again along the way. I believe I can help you. Very well, anything for a fan. So, this time, you're sort of not sure who he is. He's just a weirdo. And now, like I said, it's weird because they're like ghost platforms. So, they half look like they exist till you actually land on them. It does make the jumping a little trickier, but not too hard. The only thing bad with the area of effect attack is that they can actually hit you when you're in the air, like you saw there. It's still worth it often, especially when you're getting ganged up on like this, but it does suck that you can get hit in the air, because basically there's a long, like, window where you're sort of suspended there and you're just waiting to drop. Okay, so let's find this way. We've got a free skull there. We're gonna cheese this. We're just gonna kill him. Takes 2 bird shots, so we're just gonna wait. Him too. We're not gonna bother with fighting them on the platforms. I really think we can find him. Let's go. Once again, we're gonna wait a few seconds. Cool down to the back. Ah, oh, the ghosts are messing it up here. I'm just gonna stand landing above him. Okie doke. I think we have to jump on the boats, yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's almost overshot that one. So like I said, once you have the sword, you're a little floaty. The platforming can be a little harder, but I got used to it over time. So you can platform with the sword out. I think I've heard people say you shouldn't be platforming with the sword, but you know, as in anything, if you get used to it, it works. There we go. This. here. Oh, and a tippy toe section. Good. I think this one I actually died a few times. So at least even if you have the sword equipped, when you do the tippy toe section, it goes just back to normal. And there we are. Not too long. I'm gonna take those archers out first because they really are the biggest issue. And there we go. You get an A for effort, but your form is atrocious. So like I said, the sword's gonna be sort of a little bit of a... Oh, you're leaving, Candy? Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. It was a... Love having you by. So here we are. There has to be a vendor somewhere around here. I know I keep rambling on about the vendor, but because I really want to try a few of the other skins. Like the lumberjack one is fine, but it's definitely not one of the better ones. I don't know if we have 20 skulls, because for 20 skulls we start getting one of the better ones. Like I'd like to have the skeleton one. Really? Oh. I don't need to be doing that because there's a checkpoint. Oh, I think we're getting to... Oh yeah, we're gonna get to... Hey, Scotty. Later, Scotty. Thank you for stopping by, man. So, I'm glad we met again. I want to tell you about my wife. So, his wife is the person who he wants us to meet here. I don't care much about you. Why would I care about your wife? She idolized you for centuries. She's your biggest fan. Oh, do go on. So, Jack is obviously a little bit conceited. Yeah. I'm really trying, the King David, man. I'm really trying. It's, I think you can actually buy them from the main menu, but I'm gonna try and find one of the vendors in there. So we have to go get a mushroom, basically, and once we get the mushroom, he's gonna let us ride his horse, which is the gimmick for this level. So last level was the minecart. This level, it is the horse. So basically, if we go this way, we're going to fetch the mushroom. We've got a little bit of an overview to see where we've got to make it. All the way over there. Okay, so basically this gimmick here is when you touch this, these pop up, but they are only temporary. They are like trampolines. And if you've got to move quick because they disappear after a few seconds, like that. So, let's do this. Sometimes it's not a bad idea to like see where they are first and then pop them a second time, because the timing is actually really tight here. See, like it already disappeared. Like I had just time to do it because I couldn't remember which direction it's on. And try not to double jump, because the time it takes you to double jump actually sometimes will be too long for the timing. So here we just gotta jump past these. Go. That's for the skull. Now we've got to hit it again. Get the proper way. I said try not to double jump, and I double jumped there, but I was lucky because the timing was enough where I could make it past. And here we are. Checkpoint reached. And we've got a puzzle section. Oh yeah, these are weird. Hey Tagade, we're at the 3rd level right now out of 6. So we've gone through a bit of the game. So this is funny. This is just like the Simon game, I think it's called, where basically we're going to have to look at what colors show up and then we have to match the colors. So if we hit the shroom, it's green, 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 blue, red, red, red. Green, green, green. Blue. Red, 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 red. I think this is orange or something. Yeah. And there we go. That is the puzzle. It's fun. Grovel, it's about, I would say if it's your first playthrough and you've got to figure things out a few times, I would probably put it at like 5 to 7 hours. If you want to speed run it and you don't want to like any collectibles or anything, I think you can actually finish in like 2 or 3 hours probably easily, like without actually being a speed runner. But like I can probably do it now in about, you know, collecting a decent amount of stuff without trying to speed run. I would say like 4 to 5 hours. So basically, we got our first mushroom. We're gonna give it to him, and then he's gonna let us ride his horse, which, like I said, is the gimmick of this level. And I think that if you see this game, this is what a lot of people remember about this game, is the horse levels. And I might die here because it's one of the things I think I'm least good at. So basically, here it's not only about jumping, you've got to hit the target, and you've also got to control the horse. The minecart, you didn't actually have to control the horse, the cart itself, but this time you do, so you have to basically make sure you're not hitting any obstacles, which adds a level of difficulty. And the horse does fly, so when you get to these parts, it is a ghost horse, so you don't have to worry about hitting obstacles. He's just gonna take to the sky. But like I said, if you properly got the mine carts, this level it's pretty decent. And you can still cheese the L button, by the way. So if it gives you one less thing to focus on. You can just focus on jumping and basically directing the horse. Oops, that was a weird, bad jump. I didn't suffer for it though, because there was no required jump right after it. Here he's gonna take to the skies again, I believe. Yeah. I sort of jumped there out of pressure, or out of worry, and we are at the finish line. So we've got our first horse section down. Not that I know, Tagade. If you don't unfortunately, if you donate, it's going to. I think it's gonna pop a notification. I mean, I can't actively turn my notification off. Here, it's gonna appear in chat, but I mean, if you want, I'm not gonna call it out. if you don't want the fanfare, but by the way, Tagade, you don't have to donate at all. I mean, I'd love it. I appreciate it when people do, but don't feel like you have to. So here we are. Now, I'm feeling like there should be a vendor somewhere around here. I'm really trying to remember where he is, and I'm almost close to I mean, if you really would want to Tagade, you can message me on the Discord if you really prefer that. It's not a problem. If you want to, it's not a problem. But like I said, don't feel like you have to. It's totally free stream, man. Just being here, hitting the like button and watching is more than enough. But if you want, you can message me on Discord. here. There we go. Okay. Take care, Phil. You're later, man. Oh, it's David's gone. Hey, see you later, King David. Have good food. I hope your supper's going to be good. Okay, so let's get back to this now. Yeah, I'm very close to actually, like, almost wanting to Google where the vendor is. Am I going the right way here? I feel like I just got turned around. I did. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, because these are the mushrooms that popped up. So we're back on track. We're back on track. There's a mask up there. I'm sure. I've actually never gotten that mask, and I'm sure it's because we have to jump straight off the mushroom. I do think that is the case. And by the way, if you're wondering why I've started a new game as well, I forgot to tell you guys, is that if you replay the levels after you've already finished them. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. I just got F. If you replay the levels after you've already finished them, unfortunately what happens is you restart the levels, but you have all your new abilities, which is something I didn't want. I wanted us to get our abilities as we played through the game, so you can actually see how the progression is. Hey Scott, welcome. We are working hard on Pumpkin Jack here. Trying to knock out as much of the game as we can and see as much as we can in one sitting. Doing not too bad, actually. I'm surprised I've died this little. I think I died only that once so far. So I'm actually pretty happy with my performance so far. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to die. Check it out. Every time I say this. Yeah, pumpkins apparently do hate fire. And now we're at a tippy toe section. So let's take it easy. Try not to fall. However, maybe we will finally get the death screen I really want. And by the way, it counts your deaths. When you die, the game lets you know you're up to how many deaths on a playthrough. And there we go. Now we have that weirdo there, but not a normal vendor. It's annoying. Jack, there you are, my friend. Take it easy, fanboy. What do you want now? Well, you remember that mushroom you found for me? Perfect, don't get me wrong. It's just not enough. 10, 9, 8. Now wait a second, oh great Jack. Just need one more mushroom, then I'll show you straight to my wife. So, gotta go grab another mushroom. You have to go, Phil. Thank you very much for stopping by as usual. Have a great night, my friend. Can you help out a fool who's just trying to be the husband the love of his life deserves? Fine, but this is the last one. Don't think I won't cut you apart. So we've got to go find another mushroom for him, which is over here. Oh yeah, this is a annoying section. You've got to come around here, and you've actually got to activate these mushrooms backwards. So we activate this one. You run across. Then we turn around, we activate this one, which activates the mushrooms on the other side. Now we gotta make these jumps here right in time. Oof, we just got it. Oof. That one, the first time I did it, took me quite a few tries. Here, now we're gonna try this. Now these parts, it's rough because if you miss them, you actually die. Like if you don't have enough time to complete them, you actually die here. The other ones, it's you just had to restart them and you sort of fall to the ground. Here you actually die. Trap is here. And there we go. Another skull. Trying to get annoyed with not finding these guys. But Anyway, worst comes to worst, we won't see any other skins. It'll suck, but... Oh, they're over here. Oh yeah, this section. Hold on. There's 4 mushrooms. Get this out of the way. Let's wait till the timer runs out on the other one. Then we've got to hit them all. There we go. 2, 3. The last one, 4. So there we go. Got to hit all 4 mushrooms. And make it just in time. Actually, I had a little bit of loose there because I did it actually pretty well without double jumping. So, let's keep moving here. Oh yeah, this one we're going to have to dodge obstacles. The worst that can happen is you take a hit, so you don't die if you hit the obstacle. And since we're doing pretty well on health, it's not that big of a whoop. Even if we do take a hit. Okay, let's do this here. Checkpoint, and I think we've got our second color puzzle here. So our second it's our second assignment puzzle. Hey Bear, welcome back. No, you were here earlier, but I think you popped in and out, so welcome back. Now I'm gonna try and focus on this one because I have to see what the puzzle is. So we got red, yellow, red, yellow. The puzzles are different each time, by the way. Okay, we're gonna watch in a second time. I need to. Okay, red, green. One more time. Red, green, red, green, red. Red, red, blue, purple, pink. There we go. Woof. Is there a hardness option? Good question, Trizat. I'm going to try and check. Like maybe towards the end of the stream if you're still here, which, you know, is probably going to be in about half an hour-ish. We're going to check if... we're going to check in the options menu. I'm not feeling like there is one, because I'm feeling that it would pop into my mind and I would say, yes, there is a difficulty option. But, and, you know, I'm not trying to sound... Don't forget that I've played the game a lot of times, meaning that first time you play it, it's not going to probably as easy as I'm making it look. Not because I'm awesome, just because I've played the game a lot of times. So next we are basically moving on, and we're going to get to the second horse section now. We've got to give him the mushroom. At least they give you a portal back to the dude. They don't make you backtrack. Hey, Grovel, thanks for stopping by. Have a good evening. So, now we are going to ride the horse. Now, this second section, to my memory, is actually quite a bit more challenging, but and again, I say that every time, and we're doing it pretty well so far. Actually, I'm saying this is the last horse section, but no, there is another horse section. For sure. For sure. And like I said, this time the horse is auto-running, but you do have to direct it, so you have to make sure that you're not hitting obstacles by dodging right and left. Almost there. I think. Pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. Second horse section down. So here we are. Yeah, so you're like good stuff, Scott. I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. And you're right, the biggest important part of Blasphemous is getting the parry timing down. It's Souls-like combat, and you know, Souls-like combat just means that you can't just go hack and slashing in there. There's a timing to it. And it's funny that you say that because pretty soon, Traza, we're gonna have like an actual almost headless horseman moment. Like even more. I know we're already sort of like a headless horseman, but pretty soon we're gonna literally be a headless horseman. Okay, so I feel if we go here, here. Darn it. Yeah, the archers are the problem here. The archers hit you while you're doing your, while you're powering up your draw. Okay. They are down. My god, I cannot believe I have not found a vendor yet in this level. Because I'm almost sure, man. I'm pretty sure he's like right on the... I'm pretty sure he's like right on the path this way. My memory... Generally, I bought them in the 3rd level because he was pretty easy to find. Are we getting to the boat section? Is that next? Give me a sec here. Cliffhangers, yeah. Hopefully we'll get there, so you guys will. Well, yeah, we're definitely gonna finish this level. We're not gonna close the stream tonight without at least finishing this level. Like, I'm not gonna leave you halfway through a level. So don't worry about that. It's a cliffhanger, but it's a cliffhanger that I'll follow through on. We will definitely see what that's about. Yeah, we are getting to the boat section. Which worries me because I'm pretty sure that's the end. Like, we're getting really close to the end of the level. So basically, this is another little gimmick here in this level. Word travels fast around here. We're gonna talk to the gondolier. I've been paid in advance to take you to the witch, but I still accept tips. First flying horses and now penny grubbing ferrymen. What's next? Complain all you want, but I'm your only way to where you're headed. Alright, fine, I could use the rest. A nice calm boat ride sounds pretty good to me. I think you all guessed it's not going to be a nice calm boat ride. So, let's go. Join the ride, good, because here comes the fun part. It is possible that I will take a few deaths here because... Oh, so you gotta jump ship before that dies. Guys coming. Now we've got enemies coming. And I remembered that they're pretty intense. These are just mashing though. They're not too... for the moment, they're not too intense. Oh, how is Mario Party Superstars? I was wondering. Oh, took a death. Maybe we'll see the good death screen, so let's hit X. This makes 2 times that Jack has his butt. No, that's not the good one yet, but still. still funny. You get a funny little comment every time you die. It's very similar to the N64. Well, it's based on those. It's based on those boards. What? I like insta died there. I don't get what happened. Please let's not be bugged. That would really suck. Okay. Normally we were gonna start back at the section where we have to jump boats. So basically when the boat spins, you sort of have to do a jump off the side and get to the top of the boat. But I think I jumped a little early, so unfortunately the top of the boat wasn't a platform yet. Hopefully we're not gonna have to do it too many times, but yeah, this section does normally take me a few shots. Yeah, there we go. We're good, we're good. Okay. It's easier when he turns it back around. And now we have to jump ship again. And now we're gonna have to do some platforming around stuff to stay on the boat. Here, 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 and now we have to wait for the boat to get to the other side. First time you're doing this, it's a little more challenging, but yeah. There we go. I'm gonna check out what you're saying right after Nintendo. Give me a sec. I'm gonna try and finish this little section here, then maybe take a 30-second pause to read what you're telling me about Mario Party Superstars, because I'm interested. I skipped that one because, you know, it's more of a family type game. My kids aren't super into Mario Party. And it did feel like a little expensive for a Mario Party release that I'm probably not going to play a lot with my family and stuff. Although there is online play, at least there's that much now. Now we've got to get down here. We've got to run all the way there. And we've got to catch the boat here. And there we go. I think we're getting pretty close to the end of the boat section. God, that would have been too funny if I jumped like straight off the boat. Oh, here we are. Let's get off. Here we are, and don't think I didn't notice you skipped a tip. I thought you were evil, not a jerk. Oh well, guess we're both. Oh, that was fire. No. Sorry, I'm looking for... I'm going to repeat myself, but I'm looking for the vendor, which is why I'm sort of going off to the sides and stuff. They're often on a little hidden path somewhere. Oh, got our friend the owl. What is it now, bird? Is this forest? I can't describe it, but it's strange. I can sense a witch's magic. She's not too far from here, but watch your step, Jack. Something tells me this forest is dangerous if you don't know the way. If you're not careful, one wrong step could be the end of you. So you can tell all that, but you can't tell me how to get through safely? It's called a plot contrivance. Don't dwell on it. Just get going. I wish I could help you, but this time you're on your own. So give me just a sec. I just want to read. Yeah, you're right, Alex. Hey, welcome to the stream, by the way. Everyone, by the way, Alex over at Switch Corner, if you... sorry, I don't have a bot set up, so I can't actually link the channel. But if you want to, you can link your channel in the chat. But if you do not currently already watch Alex's stuff over at Switch Corner, definitely give him a check out. He is an awesome reviewer of Switch games. He does deals as well. Great stuff. So let me just read Nintendo. I just bought Mario Party Superstars. It's great. It's very similar to the very first one on N64. It's great, but the 15-round game takes an hour to finish. Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, my kids would never stay straight for like an hour, so that is a definitely no-go. Now, basically, here you have to figure out which path to take. It's a little annoying, but all you have to do is look for crows and take whichever path does not have crows. So, crows that way, crows that way. That means we're going straight. Crows. And by the way, if you take the wrong path, it's just like an instant death. So, don't let it happen. Crows are watching you there, so we gotta get back here. We've got crows there and there, so let's go this way. And it looks like you're going in circles sometimes, but you're not. So crows are watching there, so definitely not there. Sometimes it's not very obvious which one is the crowless path, but like here it's here. Here. Now we've got to look. You can also look for obstacles. Generally, if you see one of these swinging trees, that definitely means that that's the right way. Crows that way. No, crows this way. So crows there, crows there, crows there. So here, crows that way, and that. So here, crows there, over here, and we made it. Oof. Not too bad, not too bad. I can hardly wait to meet you. So we are going to meet his wife. Okay, so our sword, you still have so much to learn, young grasshopper. Yes. So let's figure this out. Trying to remember here. Yeah, no, we just go straight. We're good. We're good now. And basically, it's still the crows. So basically, you've got two mushrooms. This way has crows. This way doesn't. So guess what? We have to take the mushroom where there aren't any crows. And still a little bit more of the same thing. Crows are watching you there. Oh, and here we are. We are at his wife. Oh no, Jack, the great Jack is back. I'm such a big fan. Ooh, look at me, I'm starstruck. Finally, someone who appreciates my hard-forged legacy. I've been told you might have some information about someone I need to find. You mean the wizard, the human's champion? Of course, word travels fast, you know. I've been told, so what can you tell me? Perhaps you'd like to know his name. His name? Yes, tell me. Oh yes, Jack, anything for a legend like you. Now listen closely, the wizard's name is Yoink. Yoink? So we're getting had. Yoink, what kind of a name is Yoink? Oh no, you're not saying it right. It's more like Yoink. And basically they're going to steal my head, which is awesome. Give me a sec here. Just a sec, guys. And that's being slow. And here we go. So that is Alex's channel. Like I said, if you guys want to check it out, definitely recommend it. So let's see. So he basically steals our head, and now the crow is going to control our body. My own ploys used against me. Well played, you harpy. Don't forget my part in all this, Jack. Hold on, guys. I'm just having a little net issue. Go, that's good. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. If anyone in chat can let me know, does the stream look fine or are we dropping frames? I'm cooking up something magical and you're just what I need to put it all together. We should go, dear, before we miss our time. Right away. This is horrible. What the heck are we gonna do now? We're going to get Jack back before they hollow out his noggin. But how? You know Jack can hop in and out of his body. Yes. Well, hop in. Oh, I think I need to throw up first. So basically the crow is going to take control of our body for us. I'm wondering if you can still see the chat and everything, because mine is losing frames. Now I have to dodge their projectiles as we run through, which I'm not doing a good job of right now. Okay, so right after this section, I'm going to check to make sure that everything's okay, because I'm thinking the stream is losing integrity here, and I'm not quite sure why. Oh, Lone Ranger, yes. So we are going to try that section again. Sorry about that, guys. I'm sort of trying to make sure that everything's okay, and actually it looks like it's getting better. But yeah, I'd really appreciate if you guys can let me know, anyone in the chat, if you're losing frames on your end, like if it's getting choppy again. So we gotta not eat any of those. You can jump them as well. That's what I thought was the William Tell Overture, but you're right, it's the Lone Ranger. It is not the William Tell Overture. Unless that's the same thing. I'm having a blank now what William Tell is. Well, thank you for letting me know, Travat. It just seems that you're the only one who's actually in the chat. I'm wondering if, like, I'm losing it for some people and not for others, but that would be weird. Either it normally works or it doesn't. And I just hit a wall. Darn it. Okay. We're gonna try this one again. This is the harder part. Perfect. Well, look, I see Bear coming in. Oh, it is the William Tell. Good. So it's the same thing. Thank you, guys. Okay, well, good. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay, because it was, it's weird. I still keep getting the error message from YouTube telling me that the stream is losing, my connection is not good enough to maintain the stream, which is odd because it seems to be maintaining okay. But we'll hope that everything stays good. So I'm not going to focus on getting through this section, because this is the pain in the butt part. And the worst is I didn't even do it to the damage, I did it to hitting the wall. There's only a couple of parts where you really got to make sure you don't hit a wall, and I ran straight into it. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're getting close to the end. Oh yes, we are at the boss fight. Good stuff, good stuff. There we go. Now this boss is interesting here because it is a totally different style of boss than what we've seen so far. And it's actually well, so far it's one of the ones that I actually found, I'm not going to say difficult, but a little more challenging. Of course, we're vegans, so basically they want to eat Jack. They want to make a stew out of his head. Right now, actually, Brian, it's on sale for 55% off for $13 and some odd cents. I think it's like $13.39 or something like that. So it's actually it's a really good time. It's the lowest price it's ever been. Well, no, but pumpkins are real superfood, especially possessed ones. Do you know how hard it is to get souls in a vegan diet? You don't count. Ah, you're both insane. I may be a coward, but I'm taking Jack back. I don't want to stay for dinner. Well then, you'll make a fine centerpiece for our spread. Don't scuff up my body, bird. I just got that thing. Now basically we have to knock all these eyes out by throwing these bomb things at the trees. So let's basically run in circles. The first step is really easy. You just wait for one to drop in front of an eye and you hit it. It's the second and third step because they throw obstacles at you at the same time. And don't hit the red ones explode and damage. Go, that one's down. You've got a couple more. You've got to do all the ones on the level you're at, or the floor, if you will. And then the floor knocks down. And then you just gotta kill all these others while dodging that. And there we go. One down, we've got 2 more to go. Like I said, rule of 3 in this game. 2 eyes at once there. That was very good. Now you've got her husband that comes down and tries to beat you as you're doing it. So that is the sort of obstacle to this part. We've just got to move to this section here. Oh, I think we got both at once there. Yeah, that was a good one. There we go. Gotta knock out these arms. We are at the last part. We can do it one more time. We're actually getting pretty lucky though. I'll be honest with you, we're getting really lucky because we're getting good positioning on a lot of these bombs. Sometimes I can spend like 3 or 4 turns without getting a bomb in the right spot. Here we're getting like a lot of them on. And her husband's actually not being too annoying. Normally he's way more annoying than this, and I think we just got it. Yes. So now we just gotta knock him out. And we have it down. There we go. Now we're gonna grab our pumpkin here. And we're gonna grab our magic wand, which is actually a gun. Now, we are probably going to be ending stuff here tonight, guys, because it's already 8 o'clock. So I'm going to just grab the gun. We're going to watch the cutscene, and then we're going to check out a few of the things that you've been asking me. So we're going to go see if we can buy skins directly in the shop so that you guys can, even though we're not going to play with them, you guys can see what the skins are.
What a mistake.
And we're going to check if there's a difficulty level.
Jack and his avian accomplices followed the only trail available that they could find in the woods. At the behest of a fawning merchant, Jack was sent on a wild goose chase in the hopes of meeting a powerful witch. Traversing the merciless landscape on horseback, and with the help of an ignoble ferryman, Jack's efforts soon paid off, and he met with the witch, only to have his own head stolen for their supper. With the assistance of the cowardly crow, Jack was reunited with his body. And now, with the wizard's trail run cold, Jack and his companions have only instinct and gumption to guide them.
Yeah, I was in the groove tonight.
Sounds of cannons and gunfire to find a city.
Honestly, I'm surprised I think we took a total of maybe 4 deaths and we've finished 3 levels. So basically now, just to show you, we've got like the gun. Okay, so it's like a shotgun almost. It really changes up the gameplay again. But we are going to hit the main menu. Don't worry, it's saved, by the way, because as soon as you finish a level, you can just continue back where you're at. So we're not losing anything. And anyway, I already have more than one game that's finished on this. Let's go look at the options. So automatic camera, so you can turn off the automatic camera, meaning that you have full control. I don't know if it's pumpkin seeds. Don't think so. I think he just shoots normal stuff. You can actually increase your field of view, but I actually found that it lowers like graphic quality and frame rate if you do it too much. You can you can have a stopwatch, save titles. So no, there doesn't seem to be any difficulty level because like there's only inverting the X and Y axis and rumble on and off and audio effects and whatnot. So there is no difficulty setting. There's one difficulty on the game. It's more of a, once you're done with it, you're going to try and do completionist runs, meaning you're going to try and collect like all 20 skulls per level and find the hidden gramophone in each level. Skin selection. Can I buy them? Yes, I can from here. So the cowboy is okay, but a little meh. The inspector too. My favorite art is the skeleton. I like Skeleton Jack, so this is my favorite skin overall. I can't show you the buzzard because we didn't have enough. The buzzard is really nice as well. But basically, these are the skins you can buy. The samurai is disappointing. Out of all of them, the samurai is disappointing because it's like a samurai, but not in armor or anything. It's more a samurai in like traditional day-to-day clothes, which was a little disappointing. Like I would have rather seen like Jack in like fake samurai armor or whatnot. Yeah, I did, but honestly, I find that it's more annoying if you turn off the camera action because you really have to control it all the time. While here, although the camera does play a few tricks on you, most of the time it does save you a lot of time by placing itself in a decent position. So I prefer having the camera tracking on. But that is it for Pumpkin Jack. Now, I did want to take a few seconds to announce one new little thing coming to the channel, and I'm gonna untie this because it's getting. Ugh. I know it's like the end, and I should have done it probably like 45 minutes ago, but whatever. So yeah, basically all I wanted to announce that it's actually something really positive that's coming is, as you probably all noticed, we're getting pretty close to 10,000 subs. And I really want to make a run for 10,000 subs. So starting in tomorrow's video, we're going to really, you know, just as a way to drive and motivate people to sub a little more, we're going to be changing slightly the giveaways. Because before today, the giveaways, all I required was that you drop a comment in the video. You didn't have to be subbed or anything. The only thing I'm changing is that to win one of the gift cards, you have to be subbed. Okay? And by the way, I'm going to state it in the video and I'm going to write the rules out below. But the good part of all this is that rather than giving away one $5 eShop gift card, I'm now going to give away 2 gift cards per video. That means per week, we're going to be giving away 4 $5 gift cards. 2 gift cards on the weekend video and 2 gift cards in the under $5 midweek video. So there's going to be like 4 chances to win per week the $5 eShop gift card. And all you need to do is sub and drop a comment. That's the only thing I'm changing, is that you have to be subbed now. When someone wins, I'm just going to type their name in my sub log and make sure that they're subbed to the channel. But there's going to be 4 times as many gift cards. And just so that you guys know, this isn't only going to be like a 10k sub thing. I don't know if I'm going to keep it to 4 cards, but definitely once we hit 10k, it's not going to be like this is going to disappear. I'm looking at keeping like either 2 or 3 cards, but maybe 4. Like if it works well and like, you know, everything is like off the walls, I'll keep the 4 cards, no problemo. Anyway, you know, it's not a way of like, you know, it's a way of motivating people to come back and watch each video. I know a lot of you do it for free and just love the content and whatnot. You know, I'm trying to go get a few of the viewers that maybe come back a little less often to really get a few steady views and maybe motivate a couple of people to to sub. Anyway, most other channels, when they do the giveaways, they did require people to be subbed. In my mind, I just wanted people to watch. But since we're so close to 10k, I'm going to add that little condition in there to be subbed to the channel. So hopefully none of you are going to be angry with the fact that you have to be subbed, because I think that most of you in here are already subbed anyway. But that is the only thing that's changing in the sort of requirements section. And the good news is that we're going to have way more chances. And already in tomorrow's video, although I didn't announce it yet, I'm going to give away 2 cards instead of 1. So it's going to start tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to have 2 winners, not 1 winner. And I'm going to draw him like probably right after the stream. I'm going to draw the 2 winners out of the people that have commented so far. So I'm going to wait about an hour in case any of you in the chat are not subbed yet and want to actually go get subbed and drop a comment in the under $5 video. You know, I'm going to give you about an hour if you do want to do that, so that you have a better chance of winning for tomorrow morning. So I really want to just thank everyone that showed up for the stream tonight. For the ones that were here at the beginning, you know, they got to see me in my Deadpool costume with the mask on and everything, and actually play through like almost half the first level with the mask on, which was quite an effort. That was the surprise special host, was me in a costume. Hope no one saw that as too much of a clickbaity thing, but it wasn't. It was more just a fun thing for all of you. So hopefully you guys liked the stream tonight. Pumpkin Jack is a great game made, and I said it before, it's made by only one guy, and I do think the only thing is someone else helped him for the porting of the game, because it was originally, I think, on Steam or something, and someone else helped him to do the porting of the game, but the game mostly was designed and developed by only one person, which is quite amazing. And every time I'd suggested it, because it was on sale, I'd always said I can't wait till this game is below $15, because at that point I think it's going to be a perfect time for a ton of people to jump on and take a chance. And I'm telling you guys, it's worth it. If you like 3D action platformers, it is a good one. You just got to get a little bit used to the controls and whatnot at the beginning. There's a little bit of jankiness from time to time, but mostly overall great game once you get used to it. I love it a ton. So thank you for everyone that showed up for watching. It was super fun with you guys. Halloween streams are awesome. I love, you know, and I like playing games that I know from time to time, because it's a little different than playing a game that we're figuring out together. I can talk more about tricks and stuff. So as usual, thank you so much for showing up, and I hope I'll see you in my next video or my next stream. Yes, Brer, 10K.